Alright, on today's video, we are back at the range, and today we are out here to do the review on the Cyelee Wolf X Pro. Now, we decided to put this on the Beretta APX A1 Tactical, and if you have not watched the unboxing video, I will link that in the description below. You might want to go back and check that out. We went over all the specs of this dot, the multi-reticle system, everything that comes in the box was all covered in that unboxing video. All we're going to do today, we're going to shoot some groups, shoot some USPSA targets, have some fun with it, and we're just going to talk about the overall performance of this dot at the range. All right, we're going to start out shooting a 10-shot group at the middle right target down there, and I do have a camera down there rolling. Now, the bullets we're going to be using today are my Steel Valley Casting reloads. And Steel Valley Casting is a sponsor of the channel, so if you're a reloader, you definitely want to check out my affiliate links. All right, here we go, middle right. All right, not the best group, but they never really are with this Beretta. You guys that have watched the channel know that I don't much care for this gun, but I like it better than I did when I first got it. All right, so let's talk about the dot. Now that we got it outside, getting very little star bursting, which is a good thing considering I have astigmatism. I really like the window and the glass on this. It's got a little bit of a blue tint, not much at all, but I'm pretty impressed with the dot, especially with my eyes. Now, we do have that multi-reticle system, so we'll shoot some groups with the circle and the dot and circle and just the dot also. But so far, I'm really liking it. All right, this time we're going to run a 10-shot group with just the circle without the dot. Let's see how it does. Middle left. All right, let's talk about the circle on this dot. Now, we covered it in the unboxing video. I do believe it's a 26 MOA circle. If I'm wrong on that, I'll put a pop-up here at the bottom of the screen. Now, when you get these optics, a lot of times when they have a multi-reticle system, the circle's a lot bigger than 26 MOA. Now, the reason I'm talking about this, we're looking at that target down there at 10 yards. You got that yellow circle in the middle. That's only a 1-inch circle. So when I'm looking at it here at this distance, that circle and the circle on this dot are exactly about the same diameter. So I think this 26 MOA circle is a lot more user-friendly than what some of the bigger circles are that they use on these pistol dots. Now, as far as that circle goes, looking through it, no star bursting at all. The circle is super clean. So I'm really liking this circle over a lot of the other red dots that I've reviewed on the channel. All right, this time we got the dot and circle turned on. Let's shoot a group at that bottom right. All right, so let's talk about using the dot and the circle together. Same deal, the circle is super clean, no star bursting, and the dot has just very little. So I've noticed that on other dots we've reviewed on the channel, when you use the multi-reticle with the circle and the dot seems to starburst a little bit less than when you're just using the dot by itself. All right, this time I switched it back to just the dot. We're going to shoot a group at the bottom left target. All right, that was a really good group, other than that one we had to the left there a little bit. Now let's talk about the brightness of this dot, because that's where this shines. Now right now I've got this turned all the way down to 6. It's a little bit overcast here today, but let's just crank it all the way up to 10. Now we're starting to starburst a lot with my eyes, but this dot is super bright. I'm going to turn it back down to 6. That's kind of where I want to keep it. So if it's a real bright sunny day, crank this thing all the way up. You're not going to have any issues. So as far as the emitter Cyeelee's using in these dots, it's super bright. And if you don't have astigmatism, I think you're going to really like it even when it's cranked all the way up. All right, we got a couple USPSA targets set up. We're going to fire 2 shots into the A zone, transition back and forth, and we're going to see how well this dot tracks. All right, here we go. All right, our target on the left, all alphas. All right, our target on the right, all alphas. All right, so let's talk about transitioning from target to target. Not having any issues there at all. Was able to get all A zone shots. Got everything pasted up. Let's do that again. But this time, we're going to use the dot and the circle. All right, here we go. All right, target on the left, all alphas. And our target on the right. We had all alphas except for that Charlie right on that side of that perf, but still a pretty good group. All right, I want to see how well this Cyelee Wolf X Pro is going to shoot at 25 yards. I do have a USPSA target set up down there with a camera rolling. Let's see how this does. All right, let's get down there and check that target. All right, definitely not one of my best groups, but I don't shoot that Beretta that well anyway. But looks like we had 7 alphas. We had 2 Charlies real close to the A zone right here, but we did throw a Delta all the way over here. All right, my final thoughts on the Cyelee Wolf X Pro. I really like this optic, and I do a lot of reviews on optics on this channel, and after a while they all just kind of run together. But one big thing that stands out with the Wolf X Pro, I am not a fan of a dot and a circle. You guys know that, I talk about it all the time. On most of my red dots I like to just shoot a dot, same with green dots. But with this 26 MOA circle being smaller than a lot of the other circles on a lot of the optics that I review, I think it's actually a really usable option. I shot it pretty well today with the dot and the circle and just the dot. So I think that multi-reticle system is pretty awesome on this dot. Now this is the first optic that I've ever reviewed from Cyelee for a pistol. I did do a review for them a while back when I first started the channel for a red dot for a rifle or a PCC. But this is my first Cyelee pistol optic, and I'm very impressed. It's got nice clear glass, super bright. Like I said, the dot, the reticles, they're bright. So a really nice emitter in it. And stayed rock solid on the Beretta today, even using the Beretta optic plate. So I'm real happy about that. I like the buttons. It's just a really nice dot. So I guess in closing, if you are a fan of Cyelee red dots for ARs, PCCs, you've used them in the past, and you're looking to get into pistol optics, and you already like Cyelee, well, they got a nice quality dot right here with the Wolf X Pro, and I highly recommend it. Now, longevity-wise, I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll at least do a 500 round review on it, possibly 1,000 rounds. From what I'm seeing so far, I don't think we're going to have any issues with the Cyelee Wolf X Pro. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.